Hey everybody, it's JR here, the Civil War reenactress in Boston, Massachusetts, in front of the Robert Gould Shaw, aka 54th Massachusetts Regiment Memorial. This was memorialized in a big ceremony that I recently learned was attended by both Harriet Tubman and Susie Taylor, who we've done other videos about in our little mini-series, Keeping the Hysteria in American History. Harriet Tubman was actually the person who served Robert Gould Shaw his last meal. She fed him breakfast on the morning of the assault on Fort Wagner, where he was killed. The few that did come back after the battle was over, she was their nurse. And here in Boston, Massachusetts, right in front of the Boston Common, Harriet Tubman was here again, and the news article talks about how she shed a tear on behalf of Robert Gould Shaw and the men who were lost during the assault on Fort Wagner, which is memorialized famously in the movie Glory, starring Denzel Washington. Susie Taylor was also here. She's the United States Colored Troops nurse that memorialized her own story in her book Reminiscences of My Life in Camp. And I read that she led the children's choir who sang a song to commemorate this important part of history. This wreath was likely placed here very recently because the assault on Fort Wagner happened in July 18th, 1863. And there was a similar wreath that was placed to commemorate this event. So it's a really fascinating story, and it seems like people have been reenacting it recently. And this monument is really unique because of how clear each face is carved to be, to commemorate not just the famous colonel, but also make it seem like individual men were going to fight. So you can see that their faces aren't a carbon copy of each other. Each of them has a really different look. Some have beards, one has a mustache, some are clean shaven, this one is a drummer. And so they wanted it to look like it wasn't just Robert Gould Shaw, but each individual who helped. I didn't learn this story as a child, but I am educating myself about it now. Thanks for being here with us at the beginning of our Women's History Tour starting in Boston, Massachusetts, and we will see you on our next stop.